Previous video we were looking about different types of AI, right? Different types of data. So we played three games: rock paper scissors. There we identified it is the what data we give, and next we played the symmetries. Then we identified the natural language, how it is getting interpreted, and the last one we played this quick draw. From quick draw, what are all the image we are drawing, how computer is able to identify, and it was able to interpret whatever the images we are doing. So these are the types of data. Okay, so now we come here into a very important topic in artificial intelligence. So what we want to do is, what are the different types of domains of AI? So this is the topic. So what are mainly what we are going to see, how the data and what are all the data AI is going to identify. So number one is computer vision. Computer vision is nothing but, it can sound a very fancy term, but it is very simple to understand. So if you can follow me, I will tell you everything in detail. So so number one is computer vision. So when we in the previous we saw the quick draw, right? So in quick draw, when I try to draw a penguin, the computer was able to identify correctly that it was a penguin. So that is what the computer vision is. So they are trying to identify the images and videos we give as an input and try to interpret. Okay, and based out of that video, it will give some information and to us, which can be useful. Okay, so that is called computer vision. That is one kind of domain. And second is natural language. So when we were playing symmetries, different types of words we were using. So how computer is able to understand different types of words. So we humans, like if some layman is wanted to use computer and wanted to use artificial intelligence, what they do? They just record, they just tap that audio button and they start speaking. So when they start speaking, the natural language, the computer is able to understand their language. It is trying to comprehend and generate, and it is trying to give back the in a meaningful information out of it. Okay, so and the next thing is statistical data. So in many companies, they only use statistical data like tabular format in rows and columns. Many data, it will be in that format only. So when we want to keep it in a tabular form, so we call it as a statistical data. Mainly it is used to analyze, interpret and draw insights from the numerical or tabular data. So these are the three types of domains in AI. So first is computer vision, second is natural language, and third is statistical data. Okay, so these three we have saw. So yeah, so this three we have saw, very important. And next I go to the next important topic which I wanted to discuss is about some applications in AI, right? So whenever we speak of AI, it is very important that where it is being used and how we are using it. Okay, so without knowing its applications, it is very difficult to use in our day-to-day life. So when we start trying to understand its applications, it will be very helpful. Even in some way or the other, when we are trying to find a difficult, we can depend on AI so that it will give some suggestions. So based on that, we can move forward. So that is very important to understand the application. So since I'm referring to class 9 textbook, so these are few examples mentioned in the textbook. So if you can refer the textbook, you will see it is exactly the same, right? So in my future videos, I will try to come up with the new solutions, but as of now I'm sticking to the syllabus. So mainly first one is a face lock in the smartphones. So we all have smartphones, right? And even small children, like 6-year-old kid knows how to unlock a phone and how to use it, right? When we keep a pin or a password like that. But when face lock is a special security feature given by the mobile phone company, so that in order to protect the cell phone from any threat or any damage. Okay, so the owner of the cell phone records their face appearance to the phone's image, based on image, and it will try to, only when the owner unlocks the phone, the mobile phone will be opened. So it is one of the AI applications, okay, which we use in our day-to-day life in our smartphones. That is number one. And second is smart assistants. So smart assistants are nothing but when we use Amazon Alexa or Amazon Alexa or Apple Siri, when we are trying to use these kind of AI assistants. So when a person is driving a car, or when he wants to call someone, he can say like, hi Siri, call this person from my contact. So and the next step, Siri will go search in the contact that person and it will try to call. So these are the smart assistant which we can, based on our voice command, it will hear the command and it will start processing the next steps. Okay, that is how smart assistants are very helpful in our day-to-day life. So that is number 2. And third one is fraud and risk detection. So where fraud and risk detections are used is mainly in the finance institutions and companies like banks, we can say. So where there are many numerical data, or where the data is very important and it cannot be leaked outside. So many banks and financial institutions will have this kind of fraud and risk detection in their system. So even like in money laundering or anything, in order to find any lapse, or if there is any illegal transaction happening, like for those type of thing, they can use AI for their fraud and risk detection purpose. And the last one is medical imaging. Medical imaging for physicians, doctors, means like they can leverage the use of AI in order to get the patient's history and to track down. So they need not have to specifically maintain patient's history. So they can have a special AI assistant. So it will have all the patient's history. Also, it helps in many ways, like tracking the patient's scan reports and reading it and interpreting it and telling the doctor some suggestions, so that doctor can read it from that, and he can give some final output to the patients. Okay, so in all industries, if you see, like pharma, medical, banks, institutions, manufacturing, everywhere AI is going to be leveraged. So the expectation from our generation is we have to upskill ourselves, like how we have to upskill ourselves and we have to start applying these. So just the theory knowledge, that alone will not be helpful, but also we should have the ability to think and to improvise it. Okay, we should not just be theory writers, but we should also be able to talk about it. So talk about it, understand the problem, provide solutions. So the main aim, what I'm trying to do, how I want to train my students, right, whoever watching this video and trying to follow me. So I'm not going to be just a theory teacher for you. Yes, of course, in this journey we are going to learn more about AI, artificial intelligence, but from my experience, industry level of experience, so what I have gained. So what companies are expecting, how companies are heading towards the next change, next revolution. So we together, we are going to move forward to that revolution. So just keep following my videos. Then and there we will try to go through each and every topic. I will tell everything in detail, but apart from that, here and there I will give you some real life example and scenarios. So CBSE has made a very good curriculum. So once we start following this curriculum, this is what is happening in every project. So in future, when we read about the project cycle, right, the next chapters are upcoming chapters. So it gives a complete overview of the project cycle. So one by one we will start using, and even I will give my suggestions and my improvements. You can take it up and you can just I will be surely a one-stop solution for your needs for artificial intelligence. But yeah, I will be also a resource person helping you in order to leverage your studies. Okay, so whenever you have any doubts, you can ping me in the comments or you can reach out to me. Surely I will read your comments and I will give back the reply. So surely I will try to guide you in a very good way. So yeah, keep watching my videos and please subscribe to my channel. So in the next video we'll come up with the next topic. Thank you.